police for Jiraho, no more share, go for year to assemble. And as it stands now, I understand that only 2 people any Agyapong in connection. So what you say? It's a say no, na share and comfort to kutupa.
Yes.
Say they can perpetrate any violence when their parties in power and go scot-free. Say abaye no amfa ne na ensi forma. Ni ebesi akwatia no enye papa. Because nobody is deterred. People are willing to take the law into their own hands. But we are in a country which is governed by rules. We are subjected to the law. So irrespective of who perpetrates violence, and was a Abani show commitment by bringing the perpetrators to book to serve as a deterrent. Yanshe Boko Secondary School. And Kofo Timinya Kudro Ebora dormitory. A free school war, dormitory, bo students too. Nalarugu Secondary School so. Your bonk of foot students. So I just keep asking myself, say, so what do ba? I go to school, so go there. Now, but you say, you say, ni paboni fu biya baho abe bomu tu, omo ukwa. And what? No progress, no development can go on in the country where there is insecurity. Odame krana usro. So I support the call by the minority. So I was say Parliament, as someone, the Interior Minister, and then the National Security Minister. No, almost updated Parliament and the whole nation in Sheshaya, almost go aponso going forward.
Okay.
And ya no try. And was set security. See a beef up security because Odame krana usro. She recently Kumasi.
Last week, yeah.
That you be a kuno on social media. Na video you travel. You kuno be boko ye channel. I said I don't know so what me
yeah.
Why has it got into this stage? Oma Penny Mahama. When now hear the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Yes, so this any say you know political send here would kaya in no because lives are at stake. Yes. Best those who are in charge, the IGP, all the security agencies, form now one force security, send a bear because without good security, no development, as I said, no development can go on. And to share your career proud to the elections that a political talk. Okay. There is no commitment. There is no honesty. That's why we keep saying that we have to present into 2028 a politician who has a trait of honesty.
Okay.
Or can on your position, the same thing about obey. That is why some of us are vouching for Honorable Ken. On Kabibi in opposition and in power, he does something to the contrary. It's a best Roman penny. Security in agency momemoha. Your best threat. It is a fundamental right to be a number. Obe feel secured.
Obenya bambo.
So your bar, so your bema, so your NDC, no ye KKK, we ye PPP. We should be protected. And now, almost on perpetrating violence, no, they should be brought to book.
Fantastic.
Else, a bit ginger and go for my PBR into the issue of security, no.
Okay.
Thanks,
Shada. Security.
Okay, that's it. And I paid said I'm ready to the betcha at the woman or him pond doctor, your boy Siama. The match ya, Miranka Savanana, Nampon Satin Kakabo the second, or 2 for Brimpon or a new fee. And a message here, I'm ranting, and I call me a JT, a Daroma, and no 2 kind about me phone for fee. Nana, and a pay that's it. On the issues of Boko conflicts, you know, Nsempa. This issue is dated back as far as 1957. And you know, 1957 are issues such as when one chief BIA Diniba Kusasi chief, I'm afraid Abugra Guazoka. Then but that's when the issues came up, and the man principal also felt that it's an infringement on their entitlement on the stool and those things. In January from 1957 up to now, how many years now? It's almost 60 years.
Yes.
Oh, Champa. Now, you want penny for, you want him before, you want him for, you want penny for, man penny for, back. We have not been able to bring some sort of peace and calmness to Boko. Every year, beyond these issues comes up. Now, I better to say, political interference na ewo boko issues mu no ene na ma said the assembly intimi mu preko because I always sit here and tell people that Ghana for no are very conscious of ourselves and the kind of people we elect them as leaders. You be who say nipa pie na eto abama omo no it is mostly about their interest. In the who weakness will be they depend on that political commitment in one and they deprive the people of development. I sit here every day, both MPP, NDC, both political divide. But when we say a we can take advantage of them now. They will use you people, they will not give you development. Share Boko issues way, said the Edikano. In the past MPP government, every month the government was spending 6 million Ghana cedis. 1 year, how much? No. 72 million Ghana cedis. Ashekwa. You say on say Boko issue intensify for the past 3-4 years in What are the developmental projects across Boko? Good question. How many teachers and I said health workers and I said you might 4 banks because to be closed down. There are churches in Boko which are not operating now. Now the issue in Boko is not just only staying in Boko. There is a place called Pusiga where your friend is saying MP no Haja Ayamba. Just after the election, she has not been able to go there. Mahayare has
the majority of the
he has not been able to go to the place. I'm sitting here to say, this Boko issue, a bear and albatross on the neck of John Dramani Mahama because of Ninsama kind of position. And in there, our Yemen Penny, and it's a Sabio and his government, we have more than 50% of Mahama's government made up of nonness. I can tell you the fact, the figures are there. And it's a moment not near my way air course in the part of the north. No more to me and far asumji and band the north. It is a big failure on the personality, the integrity, and the president of John Dramani Mahama. Share now the Boko issue has now transcended its entry into the southern part of Ghana. Last week, Kosasi Hina Owo Kumasi Bonutuo. 4 days after, now down for Pakistan Bonutuo. Now when you go to Manshia, military ammo cars at Manshia. Those of other grew Manshia. I don't remember the last time we have that heavy security presence. Yes. It is a John Dramani Mahama NDC about the politics that we are. It is incumbent on them say when Pierre Befaso ebe and the Boko issue yes sir. Say baby run Kumasi even Kumasi last week statement resigned by and say even your mobi and chef fugu and the yes how let should be a Boko they should be a Kumasi what they be BIA politics, that is the NDC people. Who are social media now? They can't about Boko issue. They are people without conscience. Let me put it this morning. They are defending all these atrocities, right? They are fan in same fan and cause same. Now there are places people don't go with it. You have a hospital. People don't you have to trust someone call. You have first school, you have to trust someone call. Market centers, you have to trust someone call. Barras, any police, we don't. Now it has even gone as far as say and Kwala school money put me from Koho, IGP, our was I'm telling you that for his first 132 days on no canon, I will tell you and sit here and tell him, and me, if I get opportunity before you now, I tell him that security in this nation is falling apart.
Now, so him say last week, I can't say under watch the crime about for
it's not true. Just 7 months. When they go street, ask anybody, right? Offers issues no call. No corner. Yeah, you're attacking a vehicle. A whole IGP. And the only excuse you could give to the people and Philip Makasi said we were going to take some of you. That was where he failed in the Boko issue. That if there's any committee in charge of handling the Boko peace issue and the IGP is on board of it, they should take the IGP off that board and replace him to another person. That is very strict. That is very hard to deal with this Boko issue. You see, and Tokwadin din sorry, you didn't patadin din edem. When with regards to security issue, about 3 weeks ago, and one immigration guy. They announced me. You couldn't know the capital. Mampong. There's one Jamas guy, you couldn't know anything. You know issues. Now, last week, Dana say, a while, Fensua Basa, Airco, Lydia, or nursing interview. No, you're too trouble, Kanuma, or Susiokuno. How do you quantify and bring all this together to say as you do Ghana? Last week, Thursday or Friday, Kumasi, China more, you will be kind. You will be kind. Just about last month, who coin is where Nigeria for Kumubi or kind so. Around La Paz, last week, you said Kumubi. How would you say every week there is no single week matters related to security? Near taking people life doesn't happen. There is the police presence in town. We don't even see them again. I'm just saying this. Dan Paro was weakness, and I sat here and told you, said Dan Paro, the worst performance as an IGP was the 2024 elections. He failed drastically, but notwithstanding that, the bullion van issues in robbery and custom. We went to a whole year, 2 years. We didn't hear any big major robberies. You can't say the same thing about this time. Where the cost of Boise, NDC Bay, where the cost of Boise Kunkunipa. Now, no, I there are people at. But because of Ablikumanov, they were threatening the life of somebody. The person's face was their life. This IGP could not apprehend the person. You have not done anything about it. Now you got to about Obi said Jackie Chan. Akobutu Obi former you say, but in telling the towards or Boni Panabaso. These are the crop of people who are leaving the piece of this thing into their hands. Wow, what's a wow person? Or Maya soon be able to be the man yourself. And then I am telling you, say, Sabio.